Biblically Centered Kids.
Hello, and happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another great day of the Biblically Centered Kids podcast. Today, you know what today is. It's August 21st, 2024. My name is Mr. Johnny, and we're going to have a little bit of fun on today's episode. Do you guys remember what virtue we're learning about this week? Have you listened to this week's previous 2 episodes? Well, this week we're talking about virtue H, and virtue H says that we humbly admit our mistakes, submit to correction, and accept discipline. Well, like we all know, and like I mentioned before, today is August 21st, and we have a few things in history that happened on this day that you might find interesting. First off, have any of you kids seen the movie Bambi? Well, the classic animated film Bambi had its theatrical release, which means that's when it was released in theaters, in the United States and became a classic in the Disney archive. Can any of you kids guess what year the movie was released in theaters? A little further back. Nope, little further back. Almost there. Yeah, 1942. That's a long time ago. I bet that was before some of your grandparents were even born.
What was that you said there, Sonny?
That was 82 years ago. But that movie is still a classic and lives on as one of Disney's best animated movies, at least in my opinion. Also on this day in 1959, Hawaii became America's 50th state. And if you've never been to Hawaii, it would be a great place to visit sometime. Lots of beautiful beaches, great restaurants, beautiful landscapes, and rich history to partake in. The plane ride might be a little long, but it's totally worth it. And hey, since we're on the topic this week of admitting mistakes, let's play a little game of true or false. I'm simply going to read a statement, and then you have to decide if the statement is true or false. Make sense? All right, let's do it. All right, first one. Camels have 3 sets of eyelids. True or false? That is true. It's possible to sneeze while you're asleep. Is that true or false? Can you sneeze while you're sleeping?
Achoo!
That's false. You can't sneeze while you're sleeping. An herbivore is an animal that only consumes meat. That's false. We all know an herbivore is a plant, not a plant. An herbivore is an animal that consumes plants. There we go. All right, for those of us in America, we know there's 50 states, and also there are actually 50 stars on the flag. Are there actually 50 stars on the flag? Is that true or false? It's true. All right, there are 4 lungs found in the human body. We each have 4 lungs. True or false? Yeah, that's false. We all know we actually have 3. Okay, you got me. Just 2. All right, let's talk about space. Jupiter is the smallest planet in our solar system. True or false? Yeah, it's false. It's not Jupiter. Does anyone know what the smallest planet is? It's Mercury. Mercury is the first planet from the sun and the smallest in our solar system. All right, a molecule is the smallest unit of matter. True or false? Oh, yeah, you're right. That's false. Actually, an atom is the smallest unit of matter. The Sahara Desert is the biggest desert in the world. True or false? That one's true. A group of monkeys is called a herd. No, that's false. They're not a herd. Does anyone know what they're actually called? This is actually news for me. I didn't know this before this episode. They're actually called a troop. All right. A century consists of 100 years. Is that true or false? It's true. All right, you know how a lot of plants and their leaves are green? Yeah. Well, chlorophyll is responsible for that green color in plants. Is that true or false? That's true. All right, elephants are the largest animal in the world. True or false? Ooh, that's false. I bet some of you know which one is the largest animal. It's not a land animal. It's a blue whale, which I guess technically is called I'm going to not say this name properly, a Balaenoptera musculus. Don't quote me on that. All right. Are sharks mammals? True or false? Sharks are mammals. True or false? No, they're not mammals. They are fish. China is the largest country in the world. True or false? And it's not China, so that's false. It's actually Russia. The largest country in the world is Russia. Oh, here's a good one for you. The leopard is the fastest animal in the world. True or false? And to be more specific, I'm talking about a land animal. Is a leopard the fastest land animal? That's false. It's actually a close relative, by my uneducated opinion, a cheetah. Okay, you guys know those sloths, those real slow-moving creatures? If you've ever seen the movie Zootopia, you know the sloths are the ones that are at the government DMV stamping all the papers and talking like this. Well, a sloth takes 2 weeks to digest their food. 2 weeks. 2 weeks to digest their food. That is true. All right, let's start winding this down. Just a few more. A group of jellyfish is called that sound effect. What was that sound effect? A smack. A group of jellyfish is called a smack. That's true. All right, they just ended the Olympics. The Olympics are held every 3 years. True or false? That's false. They're held every 4 years. You guys know that. All right, well, that's going to be all for today's game. Appreciate you guys listening to this episode and all the episodes this week. Tomorrow's Thursday, which for those of you who listen regularly, you know that means it's New Testament Thursday. So be sure to tune in. Myself and Miss Danika will be back for that episode. And I look forward to being with you guys the rest of this week. Enjoy your day, and we will see you tomorrow. Until next time.